Hi guys, welcome to yet another vlog about the jaw surgery that is about to happen later this year for me, hopefully. Fingers crossed, no idea, but I'm hoping that it will. This video might seem a bit controversial at first, but please bear with me as I try to explain where I come from. So, first off, for some of you who don't know anything about me at all, I need to have a double jaw surgery as I have class 3 underbite and it's bothering me a lot. And when I say that it is bothering me a lot, I mean I just hate the way I look. And while some people have totally dysfunctional bites with really bad TMJ, my teeth were somewhat aligned when I was little. However, there was very little that could do as I have a disproportionate jaw on a genetic level. Long story short, I need braces and a double jaw surgery. So having tried to figure out that I needed a surgery took me about 4 years, and when I got there I could not stop thinking that if there is a way to fix something that I'm so hateful about and self-conscious about, why the hell should I not go ahead and do that? So after a couple of weeks of doing research and going back and forth to the consultations with the orthodontist that I could trust, I finally decided to go ahead with the whole thing. So one thing to note here, I'm a really impatient person, and if I want something I would obsess over it a lot. And so with that in mind, I managed to find a surgeon that I trusted very fast, and I also needed to complete all the necessary general dentistry fixes before my braces could be fitted. So I did all of that in just 1 month. So I'm slowly coming up to what this video is all about. Having spent 4k in 1 month on general dentistry fixes, and I had to pay another 2k as a 30% deposit for the braces. And this is just a third of what the total for the whole thing is going to cost me. Since we are in lockdown and we're working from home, I don't have any extra expenses apart from having food, apart from buying food and paying the rent. So I managed to scrape that, and I also managed to borrow some money from my closest friends and family. But I'm just 1 week away from getting braces, and I'm hating myself for what I have started, and I want to go into the actual reasons why. So first of all, the overall cost of the whole thing is literally the same amount as a down payment for a property in London. And this is literally one of my biggest dreams, to own a home here. And instead of doing that, I'm selfishly fixing my looks when nobody truly gives a shit about it apart from myself. And that can be fixed in a couple of sessions in therapy. Secondly, I really want a dog. Owning a dog has been my biggest dream since I was little, and I'm now almost 28, and instead of doing that, I'm focusing on fixing my teeth. Yeah. Thirdly, my relatives need financial support at the moment, and though I am helping them a bit, I could have helped them more had I not decided to go ahead with the whole freaking thing. Fourth point is, I think me having braces will affect my current relationship negatively. And the reason why I think that is because I suspect I'll be in a lot of pain. I won't be eating well, I won't be sleeping well and stuff, and I'll be anxious about the way I look even more, and I'll just be cranky, and nobody wants that. That's on my mind a lot as well. And I should also mention that the surgery itself is quite invasive, and it might lead to awful complications, and recovery is long and brutal. This won't be just me suffering, but it will also be my family and my boyfriend, and I'm I'm just selfishly doing this to them, basically. And I also want to mention that I'm going to a different country for the surgery, so this adds another level of complexity and anxiety to the process. Lastly, I'm following a lot of people on Instagram who are going through the surgery, and there is a good percent of people who are absolutely miserable with the results. They hate the way they look. And having spent all this money and going through the hell of it, not liking it in the end is just the last thing I want to think about. But it might become my reality, and I'm so discouraged about the whole thing now that I just had to make this video and I had to share it with you guys. And I'm really hoping I'm not alone in thinking this way, and I'm really hoping there's someone out there who's having similar feelings to me. And yeah, I just want to make sure that whoever is watching, you guys are not alone. I think it's absolutely normal to have these feelings, and yeah, I think I'm just having a really tough week, just adjusting myself to the fact that I will be wearing brace. So before, it was all in my head, it was quite distant, it was like an untouchable dream, but it's becoming reality so soon and so fast that even though I was waiting for it and I wanted it to happen very fast, I don't think I expected that I would be just so all over the place before it actually begins. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll update you next week on how the braces fitting goes. Bye.